Good day to all. So in this video we are going to see the topic called electric field intensity due to volume charge density. So in the previous video we have dealt with in the previous two videos we have dealt with the electric field intensity due to line charge density and electric field intensity due to surface charge density. So here we have considered volume charge density as charge density of rho v. So in this volume charge density, we are going to find out electric field intensity due to this volume charge density on the point called P. So that point is going to be taken as the differential volume of dV at r dash comma theta dash comma phi dash. So why we are taking these points means since this particular volume charge density has the spherical symmetricity, so we are taking the spherical coordinate system points. And also we are going to find out the electric field intensity due to this particular volume charge density on the point called P, which is on the Z axis. So we are going to define a particular unit vector for the directional vector of R to the point P from the differential volume element of dV to the point P. So how to find out the electric field intensity due to this volume charge density on the point P? So that can be found out by the definition of the charge, that is Q is equal to integration of rho v into dV. So we know that this dV can be integrated to the radius of the sphere. So if you take the radius of the sphere as a, then we can say this is a rho v into 4 by 3 pi a cube. So what is this 4 by 3 pi a cube? It is a volume formula for the sphere. So the electric field intensity due to the volume charge density can be found from the equation dE is equal to rho v dV 4 pi epsilon naught r square AR cap. So this AR cap is going to be the unit vector along the direction of this R vector from the differential volume to the point P. So this AR unit vector can be defined in the spherical coordinate system like in this way. So if you want to have a triangle like this, so this triangle may be constituted from the particular R vector from the middle from the Z axis to this particular differential volume. We had drawn this is R dash. The distance from the origin to that particular distance is called as R dash. So this is an sphere's radius. So this particular distance is called as Z. So from the origin to the particular point is Z, and this particular vector is R. So if you have this particular triangle, then you can find the particular R vector as a addition of these two elements. So I have given us in the blue color line. So this component plus this component will be giving this component in the unit vector direction. So we can take this particular component as cos alpha and this component as sin alpha, and also this particular component is on the direction of Z axis and this component is on the direction of R axis. So we can write the unit vector as AR cap is equal to cos alpha AZ cap, since we have seen that cos alpha is coming on the z-axis component and sin alpha is coming as the r-axis component. So the unit vector can be composed by these two unit vectors of spherical coordinate systems. Since AR vector and the other vectors are being constituted by the particular spherical volume charge density, and also the spherical volume charge density has been situated by the two angles. One is phi dash and another is theta dash. As you know, these limits for this particular theta and the phi are being defined as 0 to 2 pi. So whatever may be the angle or whatever may be the volume charge you are taking, the spherical volume charge having the symmetricity of 0 to 2 pi on the both theta and phi axis. So if it is going to be the case, then if you are defining, as we have seen in the notes of ours and in the first unit's vector analysis part, we have defined a relationship between AX, AY and AZ and the other components of the spherical coordinate systems. We have defined these three equations. So we know how we have derived these equations. So if you substitute 0 to 2 pi for this particular equations, then this AX component and AY component will be cancelling each other. So only the AZ component will be there. So in order to taking this into mind, so we will be having only z-axis component. If you take these particular two components as in the mind, so these two components will be cancelling each other if you substitute the 0 to 2 pi for this, for the theta and phi in this equation. So definitely we will be getting striked out of these two components, so that we will be having only the AZ component. So if you have the AZ component, then you can write the Z as Z dot AZ cap. So if you have Z dot AZ cap, then you can write that this particular component as a differential component, so dE into cos alpha. So you know the answer for this dE, so you can write rho v dV 4 pi epsilon naught r square into cos alpha. And also you are having the differential volume element, so you can define for the differential volume elements for the r dash, theta dash and the phi dash as r square sin theta dr d phi d theta. So since we are having the prime in the particular r, theta and phi, we can write that as a r dash square sin theta dash dr dash d theta dash and the d phi dash. So we have to define in a position that what is this cos alpha, to find out what is the cos alpha. So you notice here that you can constitute a particular triangle with the help of this alpha. So you just notice this is a triangle. So this is the point P, this is the point O, and this is the point V, say. So if you constitute a particular triangle between these three points, that is P, O and V. So if you apply a cosine law on this particular alpha, you can apply, and for this theta dash also you can apply. So how to find out the particular cosine law means, so you know the particular cosine law, that is cos alpha So if you are applying this cosine law, then the adjacent vectors, so z square, adjacent side is z, and another one is r, z square plus r square minus, so opposite arm is r dash, so minus r dash square. So you have to add the adjacent two sides, z square plus r square, and you have to subtract the opposite side, so minus r dash square divided by 2 into that particular adjacent sides. So you can write cos alpha is equal to r z square plus r square minus r dash square divided by 2 z r. Likewise, you can write it for cos theta dash. So what is the cos theta dash value? You can write like the adjacent sides is a square plus r dash square minus r square divided by 2 z r dash. So these are all the two equations which we have written here. So applying the cosine rule, so as such we have said we are applying the cosine rule, so we can get these two equations. So differentiating this particular theta dash equation, so we will be having cos theta dash, if you are differentiating it is minus sin theta dash into d theta dash. So if you differentiating with respect to theta dash, and here the z r dash terms are going to be constant ones. Only this r term is going to vary whenever you are shrinking the or expanding the particular volume charge density values. So you can take this as the variable, that is the r as the variable. So if you are taking this particular r as the variable, others will be constants. So since this is a constant, these are all the constants, so we can take it out. So minus 2r into dr will be coming, so others will be 0. So we have taken this particular value. So if you have this value, so you can strike out this 2. So we will be getting minus sin theta dash d theta dash is equal to minus r into dr divided by z r dash. Now you just notice that rho v dv divided by 4 pi epsilon r square cos alpha is there. So if you substitute this dv value in this equation, then you can say rho v divided by 4 pi epsilon naught as a constant, it can be taken out, and the cos alpha divided by r squared is there, so we can also write, and dv has been written like this here, so we can substitute that value also. So you will be getting r dash square sin theta dash dr dash d theta dash and d phi dash. So what are all the we are having the triple integral. So what are all the limits for this particular integrals means, for theta dash we know this 0 to 2 pi, this is a common one, and for r dash, since we are having the r as a differential term, so we will be having the limits to be applied for the r dash, which is equal to 0 to a. Why? Because our volume charge density have the radius of a, so we are going to differentiate with the limits of 0 to a, and the other is r, so we don't have the limits for the r. So how we get the limits for the r means we have to get from this equation only. So what is the just take this second equation, cos theta dash is equal to z square plus r dash square minus r square divided by 2 z r dash. So if you apply this theta dash is 0, so cos 0 is 1. So if you cross multiply this, so you will be getting the answer as 2z r dash is equal to z square plus r dash square minus r square. So if you rearrange this, you can make this r square as here, and you can make this 2z r square r dash as the term into this side. So you will be getting r square is equal to z minus r dash the whole square, because z square plus r square minus 2z r dash will be equivalent to z minus r dash square. So we can cut out that square values, so we will be getting r is equal to z minus r dash. Now also, if you find out the if you apply the limit as a phi for the theta dash, and here it will be coming as -1. So if you cross multiply this and if you rearrange like this, then you will be getting the value of z plus r dash. So our limits are going to be r is equal to z minus r dash plus 2 into z plus r dash. So if you substitute these values, so here in the notes we have missed one term, that 1 by r square will be coming, so I just missed that, sorry for that. So you just take care of that particular element. So here sin theta dash and theta dash has been there, so so we can take this particular value as minus, so this minus and this minus will be getting cancelled, so you can write r dash square 1 by r square r into dr divided by z r dash dr dash d phi dash. So you can substitute these values, so z square cos alpha, you are having z square plus r square minus r dash square divided by 2 zr. So you can substitute these values here, and after substituting the limit values, you will be having this equation. You can strike out the similar terms, so r dash square, so from that r dash has been cutted out, and one r and another r is being cutted out, so you will be having the unit vector as z dash. Now you just integrate with respect to this phi dash, because we are having a term called d phi dash here. So if you just integrate this, 2 pi minus 0 will be the only value, because we don't have another value for any term for the phi dash, so you can substitute for 2 pi. And also here these z terms are going to be constant ones, and here z term has been in the having the plus sign, so you cannot take this out, but you can take this particular term out. So here 2z is that, z is that, so you can take out as 2z square, and the particular 2 pi, so 2 and 2 will be cancelled, so the remaining terms will be rho v pi divided by 4 pi epsilon naught z square. So the remaining terms can be written like this. So this particular term can be written as 1 plus z square minus r dash square divided by r square. So if you make the cross multiplication and rearranging, you will be getting this term. So that's why we have written this term as like this. Okay, so dr into dr dash az cap. Now just make an integration. So if you're making the integration, so here with respect to r only we are going to integrate, so the r dash r square will be going upwards. So if you make integration, it is going to be r power minus 2 so plus 1, so like that it will be coming. So r power minus 2 plus 1 means it will be coming as r minus 1. So r power minus 1 divided by minus 1 will be coming. Okay, so minus r this minus and that minus will be getting cancelled, so you will be having this term as like this, and you can substitute these values, and if you're making the particular limit values to be applied, so you will be getting this equation. After that, if you just rearrange and cancel the values, so you will be getting the answer as rho v 5 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught z square 4 into r dash cube divided by 3. So your limits are going to apply for 0 to a. And if you just rearrange and you just gone through these particular things, you will be getting the value q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught z square a z cap. Thank you.